Good evening and welcome. My name is Shamar Walker, and I would like to take the time to tell you about violence in the media and its effect that it has on our children. It's no secret that we're living in a violent world between news and terrorism, bullying at school, and violence in the media. Our children are exposed to all kinds of aggression. It's also no secret that such violence can have a negative effect on our children's behavior and their development. While you probably cannot squash violence in the media, bring a halt to terrorism, or even stop the school bully from picking fights on the playground, you can control your child's exposure to violence. Sadly, though it is bound to happen, you can reduce the negative effects on your child's behavior by discussing the acts of violence with your son or daughter. According to the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, violence such as homicide, suicide, and trauma is the leading cause of death for children, adolescents, and young adults. It is more prevalent than diseases such as cancer or congenital disorders. Children may view the world as violent and mean, and they become more fearful of being a victim of violence, and others may become less sensitive to the violence of those who have suffered from violence. The effects may also increase antisocial and aggressive behavior. It is also discovered that certain television programs promote and advertise violence and profanity, and also exposing our children to this questionable lifestyle. Children's programs have certain similar amounts of indifferences or indirect verbal aggression as general adult programs do. But neither type of the aggression are considered when, how can I put this? When creating the ratings for the children's program. Recently discovered, it is proven that 67% of children programs that contain physical aggression were not correctly rated, with one program containing 53 acts of aggression in 1 hour alone. These programs are influencing as well as introducing our children to a world of criminal acts or unhealthy habits. Television programs can be controlled on most TVs, whether it is using a V-grip, cable, satellite control, or what have you. However, some effects of watching these programs may have already set into your child's daily lifestyle. A few of these effects will cause your child to inhabit unhealthy habits that will follow them for the rest of their lives. One of the various acts or effects of violence in entertainment in real life, another is their habits they pick up from TV are desirable, and they see more violence in the entertainment and they consider it to be real life. Your child may even have a greater influence, especially when the violence is committed by charismatic or attractive heroes such as Superman, Wonder Woman, who the child may identify with. Fortunately, there are ways to prevent these things from happening. So before you interact with your child, make sure you take the time to look at the TV programs that they are watching. Consider these practical ways, to lessen the effect of the television violence while letting your child enjoy the educational programs and entertaining shows. Also, these preventions could be watch a minimum of one whole episode of every program that your child would like to watch, so that you understand the type of content that they're being exposed to. You can discuss the violence that they see on TV with them, then brainstorm as a family nonviolent ways to resolve these conflicts that are promoted on this television show. You can help your child to differentiate between reality and the unreality, and make sure that they can clearly identify the fake and the fiction. You should reduce your child's exposure to the media violence by introducing fun, alternative activities to TV, like reading, playing board games, creating art projects, and things of that matter. You want to encourage your child to watch videos that you have already pre-recorded or pre-screened and approved of whenever they're not around. Parents can ensure that there is world peace, but you can't create a peaceful environment, if you're not setting it in your own home. An environment that lessens the impact of violence in the media teaches positive problem-solving techniques and reduce negative effects on your child's behavior. I would like for you to take the time to consider all these things that I have mentioned, and note that there is violence in the media and that it does affect the way your child behaves and how they may interact with their peers and other family members. So take the time to watch the programs that your child is watching, understand the things that your child is doing, and therefore you can present a positive experience for them to deal with conflict and social problems that they may have. And that way the media will not have such a negative effect on your kids. Thank you, and have a good evening.